Hey, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co, and today I'm reviewing Castle Combo from Pandasaurus Games. Castle Combo is a 2 to 5 player quick playing card game in which players are going to be building out a 3x3 grid of cards, trying to manage their tableau, trying to manage their in-game points, their end-game scoring, their in-game currency, trying not to go broke and trying to win the game, all in 20 minutes or so. It's a quick playing card game. Those boxes. The box is 25 minutes. I guess it depends on the player count. 2 players probably 15 to 20. Higher play count's a little slower. I can see it. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive into this. Like I said already, you are building out a 3x3 grid of cards. So you're going to be building out 9 cards effectively in a little grid, and you're doing so while drafting cards from one of these 2 rows based on wherever the messenger is. Now, players are going to start with keys, which are very important, as well as with 15 money, which again is very important because you're using all those resources to go ahead and buy cards and to have some degree of control over when fate doesn't swing your way. Those are the keys, by the way. The keys are for when fate doesn't swing your way. You see, what you're doing over here is you're gathering cards. We'll talk about how you gather the cards in a second, but first let's focus on what the cards do. When you take a card, you're taking a card from one of these 2 rows. The cards have a cost in the top left corner. The cards give you these shield icons representing the various classes of them. The cards will give you an in-game right-away ability right now, usually giving you coins or keys, sometimes other things like discounts over here, and then they'll give you an end-game way to score points down the bottom. Those are the things you're trying to manage. So effectively, if I can gather this card over here, it'll give me a key for each 2 shield card I have. So right now it would give me 1 key because it's the first card in my tableau, and then over here it's going to go into my board, and if this is on the leftmost row, like it shows over here, it'll be worth 6 points. If it's not the leftmost row, it'll not be worth 6 points. Now the good news is you can build a decision of how your rows grow as you play. So for example, your first card isn't in the middle, it's not on the left, it's not on the right, it's just there. As you gather more cards, you can place them left, right, top, and bottom, which will define your grid as you go. So you have flexibility to play with over here. So that's the core idea over here. You have, again, a cost, the shields, in-game ability, end-game points. So let's go ahead and just go ahead and quickly build out my own personal little tableau over here. I'm not playing this the way you officially would, because normally you'd have other players in the game who are trying to get in the way, gather their own cards and all that. Right now I'm just going to quickly just kind of do things, because honestly, I can play a satisfying little game experience right now in like 7 minutes, and you can go ahead and get a feel for how the game plays. So, with my 15 money and my 3 keys, let's go ahead and start off. The messenger starts over here, and just looking at the grid right now, I can get points for the oranges, points for those, points for that. Getting one of these early is not bad at all. Let's get one of these early. I'm going to pay 2 money, taking 3 change, and I'm going to go ahead and gather this card right now, putting into my tableau. A new card will come out. Now, some cards will move the messenger. This card will move the messenger up. This card will move the messenger down. This card will move the messenger nowhere. So nothing happening there. We don't have to worry about that at all. Now, this card gave me 2 coins, because 1 coin for each red shield. So even though it cost me 2, I'll get those 2 right back. So it cost me nothing, and it'll give me 2 points per coin that I store in it at the end of the game. Now, there are a lot of cards that will do things with that, but it helps to get them in early. So let's go ahead and see what else we can do. Right now, this one over here, I probably should have taken this one first because this gives me a discount. It is what it is. We're going to go ahead and pay 3 coins to go ahead and acquire. Do I want to? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and acquire this one over here. It'll give me a discount on messengers. So I'm going to place this down in this row. I'm going to leave it the row it's in right now. It's great. It'll give me a discount, not on messengers. I don't know why I said that. It'll give me a discount on these cards over here. That's a discount over there. And it cost me 3 coins. We're all happy. We're all good. Nothing else going on there. This will give me a discount on the higher level cards, which again is a great early game play. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and buy that. We're just kind of locking in our discounts over here, getting some things going. We also have 10. Nope, I'm not going to buy that. That's 10 points if red is missing. I already have red in my castle. That'd be a terrible one to buy. So I'm going to use my first key to use my key for one of 2 options. You can use a key to move the messenger when it's on a row you don't like, or you can use a key to go ahead and get rid of these cards and put out 3 new cards. So we're going to go ahead and put out three new cards over here and see what we get. It's also worth noting you can always take a card from the top of the deck face down and simply get 6 coins and 2 keys, which is very helpful, especially if you find yourself, broke, because that will happen in this game. Okay, so right now we get a coin per missing faction. That's not bad at all. I believe if I recall correctly, there are some number of factions over here. 6 is I think there's 6 factions. I have to look at the rule book over there because 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we got. We got a breakdown in the back over here. These are the factions and the shield distribution, which is worth knowing. So right now, if I took this, I would get 3 coins because I have 1, 2, and it would add the 3rd. So I get 3 coins, but it does work semi nicely. because those reds are good already. I got 7 points for sets of those. I already have 2 reds. It's not a bad way to go. Let's go ahead and pay for that. It's going to cost us 5 because we have a discount, but it's going to give us 3 back, which is not bad at all. And we're going to go ahead and lock this in this row. We're going to put it in this row. And there's reasons we're putting it in that row because we know how some of the cards show up in this game. I keep in mind I haven't moved at all from row to row, and I'm trying to figure out my end game points as I go. Now I want more yellows and some purples, which I don't currently have. So I think we're going to go ahead and use my key. Did I use my key? I already used a key to wipe the row. I already used the key to wipe the row. That's not as fun. I could use this, which is not bad because this will get me 2 coins on each of these. I'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to pay the 1 coin, gather this. It's not the main one I want, but it's going to be helpful for this row because this gives me 3 points for every single one of these symbols in this row. So I'm going to place that in this row over here, and we're going to immediately take 2 coins from the supply, placing them on this card, and then placing them on this card because now we're already basically gaining points. That basically got me a chunk of points because I don't have to save anything in the game. I have those on those cards ready. These cards can hold up to 4 coins each, but there are more in the deck that can hold more. So we got that in play. We still want more. Ooh, 3 points per 0 cost card. That wouldn't be a lot. Also, no, I think I'm going to go with no in that one. We're going to go ahead. Do I want any in the top row? Yeah, this one moved me to the top row. So the messenger's on the top row now, but I don't think I really care strongly for that many of those cards, although this one is pretty strong. You see, this one's going to give me a key for each of my 2 shield cards, which does include this one. So you know what? We're going to go ahead, and the problem is I kind of want this one in the leftmost row, but my orange shields are in this row. So how badly do I want those keys anyway is the question I have to ask myself, and the answer is not badly enough. We're going to go ahead and pay a key and wipe this row and see how things go. So we got those in play. We got that. Let's see what we're getting over here. We got that, and then that, and then that coming out over here. None of those are what I want, and the problem is you can only use 1 key a turn, so I am kind of a little stuck now, unfortunately. This won't help me very much. This will help me a little bit. This will help me a little bit, but less than I wanted to. So I guess we're going to go ahead and buy this card and put it in the top row and see how it goes. We're going to pay our 5 coins, which is much more than I wanted to, placing this in the top row over here like so. We've just defined our top row of the grid, which is what it is. We're going to place this out and see what we got. We got that over there. Now we do want the purple cards. We do want those over there because the purple cards, not purple, yeah, purples are going to help us for this one. We need more purples and yellows in play, and this is relatively affordable too, so let's go ahead and buy that one for 3. And it will give us 1 coin back and 2 coins back because of the fact that this is going to be our second one of these because it's a coin back, and it rewards us for each purple card, which means I'm going to place it over here and hope I can get more purple cards. That feels like a mistake, but it is what it is. We're going charging forward, and then the messenger moves down 1. Now this is where we can go over here, but this will require looking at the cards of our neighbor and getting 1 coin per purple of our neighbor and then 1 key per red. But again, I don't know the situation by the neighbor right now, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and use my last key to clear this row because I'm really hoping for some good cards that'll help my engine, which I'm feeling less and less optimistic about. I am going broke, as you can see, but this card is great. The problem is I don't unfortunately have, I don't have money. I don't have money at all. This is a great card early game. A little too late at this point of the game, in my opinion. Although I could put it here. It's not bad over here. It might be worth putting over here. It's not my favorite card, not by a long shot. The reds over here, this is for reds in the rows, but I don't have reds in the row right now. I have reds in the column. This one is a great one because this one will give me the symbols I need. It'll give me 2 points per double shield, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 10-point card right there. So let's go ahead and pay 0 to take this one over here, which will go down over here right now. So we're getting our lower edge of the grid. Let's move these up a bit so you can see. And then let's go ahead and see what card comes out. And again, keep in mind, I'm playing this solo, so I can guarantee what's going to be in play because I'm just kind of taking cards just so you can see what goes on over here. We're going to see the new card. We're really hoping for some yellow. That's beautiful. I do want yellow. Oh, that's a good one. That's a very good one right now. But we are going to start by taking this one because this is going to cost me, well, 0. Because right now I have a discount of 1 from here and 1 from here. That's going to give me this card, which will go in, I guess, this column right now makes the most sense. Oh boy, we're not getting the same score we wanted to, but we're getting what we can over here. And then lastly, we'll go ahead, and that costs us that, the 3. And then lastly, we're going to take this one over here for 0, because again, we have a discount of 2, and we're going to go ahead and immediately put 2 coins from the supply on this card, putting it at max, on this card, putting it at max, and on this card, putting it at, well, 2 out of the 9 possible coins, and I'm ending with nothing left. No resources at all, which has never happened to me. No coins, no coins are worth a point each, no coins, nothing at all at the end of the game. This is where you're going to go ahead and score the card. And the game gives you a little bit of a sheet over here where you can go through every single card and score all the sheets you need over there. But for example, this card is going to be worth 7 points because I have multiple reds. I have multiple, I have 1 purple, I guess. I only have one purple. So I have one purple and multiple reds, 2 yellows. So I'm going to get 7 points over there. I get 2 points for every coin over here. There's 4 coins. It's going to be 8 points. Same for 8 points over here and 4 points for over here. This one's going to be worth 8 points because I have the cards in the top row. This is going to be, we covered this one already. This is going to be worth 1, 2, 3 or 9 points for that. Over here we get simply 3 points, not much there. Over here we get points for our, well, all our oranges in both directions. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be 8 points over there and 2 points for every one of my double shield cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 10 points. Add up all the points and that's basically what you score in Castle Combo. So let's go and dive into the review now that I've kind of played semi a full game, and I talk about what I like, don't like, can see others not liking, and all of that. Starting off with what I like, which this is a fast-playing, point-scoring combo-tastic game in which is all about the combinations of the cards. The game teaches in like 5 minutes, it plays in like 25 minutes, again 20, 25 minutes, whatever it is, and it gives you a lot of decision space as far as what are you trying to work towards and combine as you build out your grid. How are you managing your economy? That's going to be a big part of the game. Is you are running on a very tight, limited economy, and you need to find how you can get all the cards you need with only the 15 money you start with, plus the various money you're going to pick up along the way, and or the discounts. And the better cards can give you a lot more stuff, but they cost more, and you have to manage that economy of what you're doing over there. You have to manage the messenger. Where is the messenger? Do you want to go out and cycle a row? Do you want to move to the next row? How much do you want to gamble on whether the card in front of you is good enough? How much do you want to push your luck and hope there's something better in the row? And what are the other players going for, and what are they going to possibly take away from you, either in straight up denial, which is especially relevant in a 2-player game, or just because they want the same thing, which is relevant in a 3 to 5 player game. There's a lot to consider as you go, and the game is incredibly quick and punchy in terms of how much it does for you in such a small amount of time. It's not that there's anything particularly incredibly amazing about this, rather it just works well. The card selection works well, the decision space around the messenger works well, the key economy works well, the currency you're working with and the limited bank works well, the cards you're getting for their in-game benefit right now versus the end-game points works well. There's a lot of decision space in a small amount of box and a small amount of game time and at a reasonable enough price point. As far as what I don't like in the game, when there's no good play, it's just not satisfying. That does happen in the game. Sometimes just through the luck of the cards, you build out your engine and you look at the market and there's nothing good there. And sure enough, you can go ahead and trade in a key to buy something else. The problem is sometimes you wipe the market and there's still nothing good. It doesn't happen that often, but when it does happen, it's just one of those like ick moments where you're like, oh, okay, nothing good, I guess I have to spend money on something, or take a face down card and stock up for next turn. That's really the only kind of buzzkill about the game as far as my experience with it. There's not a lot that really detracts from the experience. It's usually, there's something on the table for you, it's just a question of finding the right combination. Which brings me to what I can see others not liking, which is similar but different. For me, the thing that bothers me is when there's not a good play for you. The thing I can see bothering you is there's definitely luck of the draw here. To me, that's more about the luck of it as opposed to the not having a good play. So for example, if you get a lucky card that happens to work well for your engine and gives you 10 points on the last turn, and I get a card that gives me 6 points, well, we both got cards that gave us stuff. Yours was just a luckier draw for your engine. That will happen in the game. You'll have moments in terms of where you refresh the market and get a great card, or refresh the market and not get a great cards. You'll have moments where the cards on the table work well for what you're trying to go for, and you're trying to get a bunch of oranges for, your rows and columns, and you get that double orange, which slots perfectly in, and you get a whole bunch of extra points. You will have things like that happen throughout the course of the game, so there's definite luck at play, and if that's not a thing that you can appreciate, well, this might not be a game for you, or you could just play again, and play again, and play again, because it does have that kind of scoring fun to the experience. As far as final thoughts on Castle Combo, this is a quick and fast review because this is a quick and fast game. There's not a lot to go over here. The longest time was me playing a little solo game just to give you a full feel of how the game plays. But I like this. This is a very satisfying experience. It reminds me a lot of Faraway from Pandasaurus as well, in terms of the both being great as far as the combination of things and how they score, as well as in terms of the slight nuances of trying to get your hands on certain things. The decision of, is the market good enough? Do I push and give up a point, to go ahead and wipe the market and get something better for me? It's a quick, fast game with a decent amount of decision space, a lot of ways to try to optimize your way towards that high score. For me, this is going to be a 4.5 out of 5. It's a great, fast game with good synergies, easy to teach, and easy to play. As far as other game recommendations, first of all, Faraway. If you like this game, if you like Castle Combo, definitely check out Faraway. It's going to hit on all the right cylinders over there, and if you like Faraway, it's worth checking out Castle Combo Combo as well to see which one leans a bit more into your personal playstyle. And then similarly, if you like games that just give you a lot of cards and a lot of ways to combine them and score points, but with a lot more points going on, check out 4 Shuffle, which is a delightful experience that gives you so many ways to score points and a whole lot of tracking to try to figure out the best combination of which trees, birds, butterflies, and all that will get you the highest score in the game. In any case, and until next time, I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co. This has been my review of Castle Combo. I hope you got used to good. I hope you got. I ended so close to not messing that up at the end. This is my review of Castle Combo. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I hope you have a good one.